I've been building a lot of commander decks recently and having a lot of fun, but I realized I have not really been utilizing any sort of consistent guide or template while building decks for 60 card standard. I feel categorizing each card in a deck into roles or categories really helps hammer down the deck's identity and focus. This is something that translates across any format, commander, standard, etc. So today on the MTG ranked standard ladder, we're going to be playing a green-white ramp control deck after we briefly look at its core identity. So the first question is, what categories does this deck break down into? And there are 4 for this particular deck. We're going to start off with token generation, card advantage, single or multi-target disruption, and closers. And as far as single or multi-target disruption, I'm also including what's called stall. So basically something that helps gain life or slow down the opponent so that we can get ahead. Now taking a look real quick at the categories that we do have, starting with token generation. 20 of our cards, or basically a third of our cards, are going to be generating tokens. So we're starting with Secluded Starforge, going all the way down to Overlord of the Mistmoors as far as mana value is concerned. And each one of these cards are going to be creating tokens for us because that's one of the goals of this deck. Now there are some exceptions to some of these cards. For example, Battle Menu has multiple purposes, so it can also serve the purpose of tokens, but it also has removal and it also has stall, in other words, gaining life. There are multiple cards that serve multiple purposes. Sami's Curiosity is another one. We're gaining life, sure, we're creating tokens, but we're also ramping because those tokens create mana for us. Another multi-purpose card in this particular category is Overlord of the Hauntwoods. We're creating tokens, but we're also ramping. So all that being said, this is a big chunk of our game plan, which is token generation, and there's a lot of good stuff in here to take care of that. Moving on to the next category, we have card advantage. So of course with card advantage, we're trying to draw more cards than we are casting. And with cards like Fountainport, we can create tokens, but we're drawing cards. So this is something that we can do across multiple turns. It's nice to be able to create tokens. Fountainport is another card, of course, that is multi-category, so that's good for us. Caretaker's Talent, whenever we cast one or more tokens, we can draw a card. Caretaker's Talent is another example of a multi-purpose card. We're mainly focused on drawing cards with this, but it does let us copy tokens, and then of course buff those tokens. And then there's Ugin, which mainly is going to be used to gain life and draw cards. We're not necessarily interested in ulting or using his -11 because we don't really have any other artifacts that are going to be taken advantage of. Moving on to the next category, we have removal and or stall. So it's exactly what it sounds like. Authority of the Consuls is the only card in this particular group that doesn't necessarily remove anything, but it does let us gain life, and it slows the opponent down, which is why it's considered stall. And you could say that mass removal is stall. Of course, we don't want to cast Ultima whenever we're running so many artifacts and tokens, but it is something that's necessary. That's why there's only a 1 of, but it's nice to have. You gotta have it sometimes, and when you do need it, there it is. And everything else is just single target removal or board wipes with split up, and really nice to have in this sort of deck. And then in the last category, we have our closers. I don't probably need to introduce Ouroboroid or Elspeth Stormslayer, but these are definitely going to be ending the game for us if they resolve and go on to the next turn, because we're taking all of our tokens, buffing them, and moving in for lethal, and both of these cards do very, very good at that. And other than that, we've got a normal land situation with green-white, Selesnya. This is something that can be exchanged as needed per your library. Outside of that, this deck is really fun to play and I think does a really good job at climbing on the ladder. So let's go prove that and jump into some gameplay. Not a great hand. We're not able to access any of our early game. This is better. I think we can get rid of Ugin. Maybe a mistake, but we do have Elspeth. Opponent's looking to be playing mono black so far. We do have battle menu at our disposal, but there's no need to rush. We are more of a control deck, so that's what we're going to do is sit and wait. Sometimes it's really hard for me to do that. That's almost all of our starting towns. We don't have any removal. So we're just going to have to go with our game plan, hope we can gain some more life. Take care of this unstoppable slasher, who's right now pretty unstoppable. We can get a body out, but right now that's not the case. We need a blocker. Hopefully they don't have removal, but I bet they do. Caretaker, pretty good, but we're looking for removal. Yep. Let's see, we could... There we go. Now let's see if they have another. If so, we're in pretty big trouble. It's not lethal unless they have a one of the demon. I forgot his name. All right, little rabbit. You're not scared, are you? You should be, because you just got murdered. Okay, well, we're not dead, but feels like we are. Mana value 3 or greater. I always have to check. We could create tokens. Seems like a better use of our Elspeth. You know, we could remove with the minus, but 2 tokens and a card draw seems to be better. More value. Now, they spent some removal the last couple of turns. Surely they don't have just constant removal. They've got Sothera. Great card. Let's block like that. They recognize Elspeth as a threat, that's for sure. So, we can create a lander token, gain some life, draw a card. We might be stabilizing here. Get lost. That's what I want to see. I'm not even going to wait for their attack phase. I'm just going to do it. While it's tapped, seems to be a good idea. Don't know why I thought that that would be the end. Oh, yeah, forgot that he has to have the stun counter. My bad. Well, either way.
I welcome all allies.
We can create a copy of a token, which gets copied by Elspeth. We do have the ability to crack these, but I'm not going to do that right now. See what the opponent has before we react. Man, their one creature has done a lot of work. I think we'll end up cracking one of these lander tokens. Then we'll just be able to hardcast Overlord. And let's see, we've got white. This will secure our Ouroboroid. I mean, we have starting towns as well. Let's just throw Demolition Field out there. They're going to have removal, but at least it's not affecting our tokens per se. It's so nice being able to create land and draw off of it. Caretaker's talent. Another Overlord. They're tapped out. We could do a pretty big swing here, but we could also just get rid of this thing once and for all so that they can cast another one. It's hard to say. Like, yeah, we could swing in, do a bunch of damage, but... Oh, exile. Alright. Well, there goes Elspeth. I'm kind of glad we went for removal, because we can find other ways to create tokens. And she's not the only Elspeth in the deck. I will exile that. Is it my turn or their turn? I can't even remember. My turn. Do a little bit of work here. Got to start somewhere. Alright, they're top deck situation for the most part. That's a good card. Very good card. They're gonna just use their map tokens. Ooh, Phyrexian Arena. One of my favorite cards in Commander especially. I'm a simple person though. Alright. No attacks. Looks like they create a token for themselves. At this point we're done ramping. We're thinning our deck, however, which is good. Good card. Let's just hardcast it. There we go. Tokens we get control. Sorry, it's not really gonna do much, so we'll just do this. No attacks. We're just defending our life total, but also building our board so we can draw the Elspeth or the Ouroboroid. I mean, we may just be able to whittle them down. And we do have flyers. If they come at me with the Elegy, I'm gonna block. Just thinking about it. Okay, that's enough land. What I would really like is a Fountainport. Let's go ahead and get some life. 5 is pretty low. And yeah, I'll take another Overlord. Could just keep this in our hand. No need to really rush it out. You know what? We'll just go impending. There we go. We'll definitely go in with our flyers. I mean, this forces a block. So we'll see what they think about it. Got all the land in the world. Makes sense. Sorry, bunny. At least they're not, the Sothera is not able to reap the rewards of the tokens. They're taking damage from Arena, but they are drawing cards. If we could stop drawing land, that would be great. We have like about a 30% chance to draw land. They are interested in... Well, seems like a really good trade for them, because it is, but... Let's get rid of our 1/1. Okay, that was play that you could make, I suppose. I bet they're tired of seeing this. Here we go, carrot cake. We'll save that. I mean, we don't need to even play our land necessarily. We can do this. We can do this. See if they have an answer. Nope. All right. Nice. We go first. I love to see it. Yeah, this is good. Got just about everything we would ever want. I think we'll go Sami's Curiosity. I mean, I'd love to save it for the Caretaker's talent, but we will have Carrot Cake. The things this game makes you say sometimes. I will probably crack this at the end of the turn. Orzhov. Okay. Cool land. Charming Prince. Our classic. Oh yeah, it came out in Foundations. I was like, wait a minute. What format am I in right now? Whoa, those sleeves. I didn't know they did that. That's awesome. I've never seen that. Sorry, opponent. I'll just be ramping. Thank you very much. I think white. No. Well, yeah, we're good. We'll go white. Starting town. That's okay. We're just setting up. Oh yeah, we do get to create a token. Nice. I accidentally fell into that, but I'll take it. Really a fan of the Secluded Starforge. Oh no, another slasher. 2 games in a row. But yeah, the Starforge is awesome. It's expensive, but it's just like an infinite token creator that you don't have to worry about unless they've got Demolition Field. We could go Mega Card Advantage mode. May not be a bad idea. Never is, unless you're just worried about milling yourself. Let's do it. We're here for fun. Let's have some fun. Ouroboroid all day. I don't think I ever want to scry that unless I'm just looking for removal. Speaking of, they probably will have some for this rabbit. Once again, we'll be going down. Please? Okay. Dodged a bullet. Alright. Well, we're able to create some blockers. We're gonna need more. They didn't have any removal last turn. If they did, they definitely would have used it. We draw 2 because we are awesome. Land. Just a little bit of insurance. They're not going to be running Maelstrom Pulse. Not in these colors. Should I double block? That's a good question. I think I will try. It could backfire. That way it gives us a little bit of time to think about things. But they've got full mana, or 4 mana. Darkstar Augur. You don't see that very often. Oh boy. Well, we can out token their tokens with this deck. We should be able to, at least. It would be nice to have Elspeth. That would be really nice. Ouroboroid is not something we need to do yet. Let's go like this, see what we draw. Hey, there's an Ugin. Can't cast him yet. We do have Get Lost. They have flyers, but that's okay. So do we. Let's wait till combat. Let's do it the right way. 3 mana up, right? Oh, I just ruined my Get Lost. Whoopsies. It happens. It's kind of funny we're playing into this deck with our deck. But I'll take it. I like some... It's not really a mirror match by any means, but it is an interesting game. Seems like our goals are the same. Well, obviously winning. Token creation, or just building a decent board. Yeah, I don't think they're going to run into our flyers with their auger. Let's ramp. See Ugin? We need to make sure we've got it. We'll go green. Secluded Starforge again. Fountainport, however, is so important. Ah, man. Oh, they don't like that. Okay. I mean, they could have waited, but whatever. Win condition. I'll take it. Sure. Well, I mean, we've got ramp, token. Yeah, if we draw another land, sure. As long as they're not too aggressive, we should be able to stabilize. Dias Piexito. I think. Cool. Alright. Do this. You know, the more I play lander tokens, the more I like them. If we don't draw land next turn, I'm in a pickle. Let's go ahead and just do this. I could have waited to do it on their turn, but... Youthful Valkyrie. Angels? Okay. Oh, we have flyers too. Funny that a moth or an insect is the same or stronger than an angel, but hey. Oh, he didn't like that. I don't blame him. All the overlords are amazing. Speaking of, kind of risky. We could definitely like get burned here by losing, or if they destroy the board, which would be to their benefit, losing one. Okay, I don't see angels really board wiping, but I could be wrong. They could have split up, they could have, you know, the standard board wipes. We're getting close to 7 though for Ugin. Not that he's a win condition, but he is super strong, super valuable. That's not what I meant. I thought those were lander tokens, my bad. So we're kind of... I think just a mix here might do well. Ultima. I'm not really sure if we want that, but it is a one of. Sure, since we don't have a really good way of drawing cards at the moment, we may need to just reset. Angels are going to become a threat if they can get, you know, some things going. Especially him. He's an amazing angel. And card draw engine. And he grows. Alright, they've got some big boys now. Big angels, whatever. Ramp. If it's safe, do it. Why wouldn't we get a land? Okay. Well, we can create a token. We can destroy. I think we'll destroy. That's nice. Okay. Let's peek into the future. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll take it. I'm actually happy to see that. No attacks. Overlord's almost out, but I have a feeling they've got Sheltered by Ghost or some sort of exile. That's not good. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's one of the worst cards we could see, actually, as a token deck. Now it's an interesting game that I don't know how we're going to overcome. We don't have removal for that. Well. Oh yeah, we do. What am I saying? I mean, how many more do you think they have? It's just going to feel bad removing that. We can get over it with... Oh boy. That's cool artwork. Well, we'll start here. It's a hard decision. To me, it's not obvious. Let's draw. Ooh, there's Elspeth. Okay. There's Elspeth. Where'd that Ultima go? Am I crazy? I don't actually know. I remember talking about it. Let's go ahead and do this. Unfortunately, I think we should do this. I say unfortunately, I would rather plus. Ooh, another Ugin, nice.
Open your mind.
Ooh, double landers. Where's our Caretaker's talents? That would be really nice. I mean, we could scry. What are we looking for? Ouroboroid, split up. That's, in my opinion, worth keeping. Yep. We'll just wait one more turn. They've been casting only creatures, with a few exceptions, but I think we can deal with that if that's the case. Especially if they swing. Nope. Okay. Well, okay, we have split up. Let's see what else we get. Demolition Field. Good.
My plan bears fruit.
Okay, so we could buff. Everything gets +1 and flying. We could attack. Whatever happens, we could split up at the end. I like that.
Warriors, rise!
Resolve all. Here we go. Next. Okay, that's good. Ish. Alright, we get some damage in. Do we want to kill Resplendent or Resplendent? Why wouldn't it do this? Okay. Kill the bigger one. 15. Interesting. So now we will split up, destroy all untapped creatures. I definitely like triple read that whenever I cast it. Last thing you want to do is, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's pretty devastating. Opponent goes first. We've got land. Sure. Oh, there we go. Nice. Curve. But, okay. I was gonna say, are they full aggro? Well, since we've got our land situation, yes. We've got starting town, untapped, next turn. Oh, they got a monument. We do get to ramp. Go, little rabbit, go! Alright, they're gonna start getting a lot of value out of that monument very quickly. Enchantment or Planeswalker. We're dealing with an artifact. We've got Ugin. No, we can't kill it. That thing's gonna sit and get value. So we're just gonna have to do our thing. Impending 4. Okay. Do they have removal in their deck? A lot of removal? Can't recall. I know they've got targeted removal. I mean, they just bend some. No attacks. See if we can just build, get away with it. They don't have mass removal, I don't think. I'm interested to see if we can win against this deck. We're either losing 3 life. I mean, we have the ability to gain life. But if they ever take that route, kind of a waste. Not, I mean, depends, but it seems kind of wasteful. Yeah, there's some removal there. But it's small removal. Suplex is a good card. More. Stop dead. Might have to get rid of that Mako. This gives us the ability to Carrot Cake, get another token. I just don't want them to be able to kill that. My goodness, they can't just be running full removal, right? That's not necessary anymore. Alright. We're outside of some of their single target removal. This is a big turn for them. Let's see what they can do. They got a lot of cards. What'd they discard? Removal. Yeah, he's a problem. We'll get rid of him soon. You have access to 4 mana. Oh no, there's the Ouroboroid removal. Oh, at least it used their tokens. Not our only win condition, but it is a good one. Cast that on their turn during combat, so they can't take advantage of the tokens before combat. So we got 7 mana for whenever Ugin shows up. For now, we'll just do this. We don't want land anymore. We've got an Overlord that's probably gonna stick. Because he's a big boy. They had the double spell to remove the Ouroboroid. Ugh. Not good. This is where it starts to get scary. Come at me. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not the best target, but something. We'll gain some more life. I don't want more carrot cake. I'm full. I've had my share. Ugh. Okay. But we can hit them pretty good here. We don't have a way to buff. The only thing we can do is create another token. Maybe our saving grace. Shock! Yep, okay. That's cool. 10 damage though. 8 damage. Please stop killing things. Although it is whittling their hand down. Oh, I forgot about that. Tap X on tapped artifacts you control. Target creature gets plus X. Something to consider. There we go. That Overlord coming out really is nice. They're going to have to do some work here on this turn. We've got 12, 13. Lethal next turn unless they've got any sort of removal, which is very likely. They're creating tokens rather than... Well, I guess you have to pick one or the other once you've picked the mode. Collector's Vault. Good card. At this point though, they're maxing out their options. There's only so many things Monument will do once you've gone through each mode. Although they're all good. Don't get me wrong. They're not deciding to go for our health total though. It's a lot of red. What's it gonna be, Borko? Lightning strike? Okay. Followed by lightning strike, shock, burst lightning. What's the difference? Oh. Okay. That's 10, but we still could possibly have lethal due to our secluded Starforge. Or if we get an Ouroboroid, or if we get... yeah, battle menu doesn't do it. Man. That's unfortunate. The only artifact we have is, I mean, it's just +1. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. Take him down to 1. I just hope they can't deal unless they find some sort of mass board wipe. But we do have the ability to gain life if they find a way to just whittle us down. They're drawing, so they're digging. Yep. Alright, sweet. That was a game.